It's Rosaria Day. I got too much of Rosaria last time when summoning Ayaka. Can't say much when you try to make a C6 character in one summon session. Plus, I really want to try her with Ayaka. Anyway, we're going to make her talent level 688 as usual.
いい感じね。何か手伝ってほしいことはある？能力が高くなれば。
The artifact set I use a full Blizzard Strayer. Usually you use Emblem if you use Favonius, but for this one I use Cryo set because lack of resources. So I need to use Emblem on other character. Typically with Blizzard Strayer, I usually aim to hit around 40 to 45% base crit rate. Crit damage depends on how much you want to deal the damage because the damage is not that high. So let's upgrade her talent first. So the most important one is this, the ultimate, because this is the main applicator. This is the main cryo application for Rosaria. Hey, Rosaria 688, and then the constellation. So C1 increase her attack speed if you crit hit, and then this rites of termination, which is her Q, increased by 4 seconds, quite long, 4 seconds, considering that her talent is actually 8 second duration. So once you increase, it's become like 12 seconds out of 15 second CD. And then this one, her elemental skill. If you crit hit, you will generate 5 energy, which is lowering your cost of energy recharge. And the last is C6, kinda dope because we just use physical resistance. I don't know. There's only a few characters in this game that use physical resistance reduce. If you want to use Rosaria as support, that's a good reason you want to equip her with Favonius Lens. Because even at 115% energy recharge, you just need 2 elemental skills to fully recharge your elemental burst. And since Rosaria elemental burst increase crit rate and has 60 energy cost, Favonius Lens can take advantage of this extra crit rate, which make her a very good cryo applicator. Other than that, it doesn't do as much as this polearm, and it will shift her role from support to sub DPS with other polearm. But in this case, I just stick with Favonius Lens. So with full set Blizzard Strayer, you don't need to have a lot of crit rate to utilize Favonius Lens. I just need 25.6% to get fully recharged elemental burst in 2 hit. Another thing about this one regional probation rate about her elemental skill, it doesn't work with boss monster because you cannot go behind their back, so you won't get this Rosaria crit rate increase by 12%. I think I can try Abyss by now. On my first chamber, Electro Taser team doesn't work that well. It turns out that Electro Taser team's very slow in my case. Somehow my second team saved the day by just bursting in few seconds. However, my problem is not in the first floor, usually in the second floor, second chamber, because that part usually I need a lot of tanker and a lot of healing because my playstyle doesn't allow me to play dodging and I just take the hit.
今回は大物が釣れたよ。
吸引テスト開始。超拡散系。
これが怪
ご助力。
見切りました。
海のちぎりよ。へい。
稲光、すなわち永遠なり。
やはりダメこまない。
安全距離確認。ご安心を。7号式モジュール。
炭になるがいい。ここより弱滅の時。
吸引テスト開始。6308式ユニット。ご助力を。超拡散形態。
稲光、すなわち永遠なり。ひゅっやっ
吸引テスト開始。深海の加護。
ここより弱滅の時。これが海山。
7号式モジュール。6308式ユニット。安全距離。メガネが粉々になる。
逃げ道はありません。よっ
ご安心を。
裁きのイカ。
眠るのよ。一緒に遊ぼう。乱暴だな。
桜吹雪。踊りなさい。許さん。や雪を前。
Hey, 3 star. So for chicken chamber, I'm changing to Zoli and Kokomi combo because that one is the tankiest combo that I can have. Because that one works very well for me on the second chamber, second floor. Otherwise, I might not able to clear at all. Even with this combo, usually I will take a few try because if the enemy didn't grow up, you lose time. I'm not sure how many times I repeat this floor because a lot of misplay. Especially on the first floor. If they don't grow up together in the first place, you lose a lot of time chasing them.
吸引テスト開始。7号式モジュール。
よっ逃げ道はありません。
6308式ユニット。運命のスイターゲットロック。
無我の境地。せいよっストップ。裁きの雷。
無双の風。シミュレート。吸引テスト開始。水中伝言。6308式ユニット。
逃げ道はありません。せい
風だ。ご助力を。
難攻不落天道万象
神里流消滅する失礼
アビスの光よ難攻不落天道ここにある
あれ狂いなさい。
踊りなさい逃げようなんて思わないでよね
進化を遂げよ
無礼者
そしてを断ち切れ神聖
雪を前
万物の強
足元に気をつけて
岩山八挙
踊りなさい
悪愛なる
失礼
一緒に遊ぼうよ。
よっ立った
Tank team is the best. For the third floor, I'm changing to desert team for the first chamber.
逃げ道はあります
As long as you group them together in the first place, it should be okay.
ここにいでよ。
And then try to apply hydro as much as you can.
行くぞ見切りました
Radiant is the main DPS over here.
無我の境地
And then Bedu is there to keep the electro recharge going on. And then there is electro resonance too, so energy recharge is always high.
運命には逆らえません。
よく見てお
In fact, this is the best
でもいな
applicator which shows how well Kokomi as hydro applicator better than Mona.
いるよ。
The fact that if I just use Mona, I definitely cannot clear this because Kokomi is healing a lot in this case because I just keep getting the hit
見切りました
and some of the Pyro Elector skill ignore shield.
そこはっはって
So the second chamber, I skip using healer
難攻不
and I just use Zone D,
天
particularly for the burst. It's just to freeze them and stun them in the same place
風
to keep them from having a knockback from Ayaka burst. If this Hydrolector doesn't get hit by Zombie burst, they will have a knockback by Ayaka burst, so it will reduce your damage.
許さない
But in this case, I'm using C5 Ayaka,
私にし
and the advantage of this is you have extra wide range of cryo burst,
必ず燃えさ
almost as big as the loop burst.
お前
And finally I've get it. Actually this take a few tries because I always miss on the first chamber. I'll be honest, if I don't use Kokomi Zongli, I might not be able to clear Abyss. If I don't use Meta Team, it's even harder to complete. However, in this Abyss, I feel like in particular, it's about picking the right character, doing the right job. Although it still need some damage output, a good damage output. But at the end of the day, Meta Team does work. And funny that I already skipped Benny in most of this run. Despite that, he is a very good healer and buffer, but in this case, is not the best. On the other side, I also found out that Rosaria not a great pair with Ayaka since my Ayaka tend to overcrit. And for my case, having Diana is much better than Rosaria. But as a cryo applicator, she is perhaps a lot better than F2P Ayaka and equivalent to C2 Ayaka. So if you use under 30% crit rate Ayaka, it makes sense to use a high base crit rate Rosaria, else I believe she's perhaps perform well in other team comp. So that's about it. Although I managed to get 36 stars, but the run is still heavily carried by 5-star characters and none of them require Rosaria buff. Perhaps in the future, in my particular case, I will find a better team comp for her with more appropriate challenge. So, thank you for watching and see you next time.